So I want to very briefly touch on this topic because I've been asked so many times. 10K Quant. Can Quant reach $10,000? Do I believe that? Well, if you've been following the channel for a while, you know I've thrown out a price. I said 1K easy. I've said 5K, right? So let's talk 10K Quant. Now, keep in mind, Quant has positioned itself very prominently through, I believe, its LAC chain. LAC chain in Latin America. Listen, the bank coins are going to dominate there. Quant is going to dominate there with Overledger because you need something to pull everything together. Quant can do that with ease. This is what they specialize in. So they're going to dominate and pull a lot of value out of Latin America, in my humble opinion. Same thing when it comes to Europe and any other place that needs to glue together the legacy system and a new financial system. And I think Quant is going to be much more dominant in the future than people believe. Keep in mind, they've been setting themselves up as an authority figure on things like commercial stablecoins, fully regulatory compliant commercial stablecoins. You've been reading those documents, right? You can go right to their Twitter or quant.network and read about commercial stablecoins. Banks are probably going to start rolling out their stablecoins, and we can help them do that. That's powerful. That's powerful. So keep that in mind. So now you have the LAC chain value that they're going to be able to extract. Keep in mind, Quant only has what, like 13 million circulating supply. 13 million, much lower than Bitcoins, with massive utility. So now you have those two things: commercial stablecoins, the potentiality for that, and you have LAC chain. Then keep in mind the partnership with SIA and all of those banks that Quant could possibly work with. Look this stuff up for yourself, and you'll see with your own eyes. Okay, but the potentiality, that's not just. It's not just about the banks they can work with. They got the nod from SIA. SIA is working with the European Central Bank. You have to understand, if Quant does anything for the European Central Bank, I'm telling you right now, if they utilize Quant for their Overledger to glue the European Central Bank to all of these different corridors and interoperability offerings, as far as the bank coins, the potential for Quant to explode. Apologize for my lack of eloquence, but the potential for Quant to explode, I do believe. In the future, maybe this doesn't happen immediately, okay? Everything happens in degrees. I see this happening over time. I think 10K, once again, I'm going to say it. I believe it with all of my heart. I believe 10K easy for Quant. If everything goes according to plan. If. That's a big if, all right? And in order for someone to know when that's going to happen, they would have to stay on top of those catalysts and know what they hold. If not, you're going to play around with Quant, things like that. A lot of people are going to play around with Quant. They're not going to be holding it up when Quant skyrockets. Quant, I believe, it's my humble opinion, I believe Quant will have the hardest blast off of all the bank coins because of how it's positioned. That's how I feel. I think all of them are going to explode, but to different degrees. And the times are going to be different. Some will happen immediately. Some will take a little bit longer because of how they're playing the game. Quant is playing for keeps. Every week they're coming out saying how they want to dominate. Speaking about how people should use commercial stable coins and Quant smart, like the what was that, QRC20 standard thing. They have everything. And they proclaim themselves to be the best. When they go to conferences, they don't make it a secret that they are there to make new partnerships. So yes, I think Quant is going to explode hard. I think right next to Quant, XRP has that explosive power. Yes, Quant, I think 10K is possible. It's not a guarantee. This is not financial advice at all. I'm not a financial advisor. It's just my humble opinion from the research that I've been that I've been seeing. Okay. Also, I think that we're starting to see rapid regulations across the world. That's another thing. They're rapidly deploying regulations everywhere. Australia, Europe, Africa, United Arab Emirates. I mean, even China is starting to get on board. The only place that's not getting on board with issuing regulations right now is the United States. And once there's regulatory clarity in those areas, I think Quant is going to go insane with making partnerships. I think you're going to see a whole lot of announcements coming out in the next 2 years. That's going to let you know a lot about the potential of Quant and where it could go. In the end, you have to make your own decisions. and you have to come up with your own estimations of where you think it can go. That's just my personal, just my humble opinion on Quant reaching 10K. Yes, I do think it's possible. I do think, and with very little struggle, as long as it has the right partnerships, that's all it needs. But we will see. Once more, it's not financial advice. Make your own decisions. You don't have to listen to anything that I say. Don't do what I say. Make your own decisions and keep your mind free and always protect yourself and stay safe. If you like any part of this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you click that little like button. So until next time, let's get to the money.